Y'all, I'm at this. Let me tell you what happened. So I come in, I look at the shift, and I was like, so I come in, I look at the shift, and I see that it's just me and another nurse, and then it's two CNAs, no CMT. Usually on night shift, on the floor I'm working on, it's two nurses, no CMT, and you got your CNA. So I'm like, okay, is the nurse here? No, the nurse not here. It's a regular. So I'm like, okay, so where this nurse at? Oh, she don't come till 6:30. So you want me to be on the rehab floor, and then there was no aides here at that time. With no aides, no other nurse till 6:30. That might be here at 6:30. I'm not accepting this. I'm done. I'm not accepting this. So I basically called the person who was supposed to do staffing, who was not in the building. This person is somewhere else. And I call her. She's like, "Oh, well, the person's supposed to come. Well, this person coming." I'm like, "Well, just figure it out because I'm about to go. Like, I'm not assuming anything. I literally walked away. Like, I'm not gonna take this. I'm done." She calls me back after she figured it out, and she's like, well, this other nurse is coming in. You can come in. This other nurse is coming in or whatever." So I'm like, okay, so this other nurse gonna come in. The nurse comes in. Literally 10 minutes into her shift, she's like, "Oh, she texting me, she calling me, she want me to go to the third floor, this, that, and the third." I'm like, what? I was sitting here waiting on you to come in. This person came in at like 4. I was sitting there waiting for you to come in, only to be told that now you getting pulled to a different floor. They're like, "Oh, there's no nurse down there. It's 2 nurses up here. It's not gonna be no nurse down there. Like, somebody gotta go." Okay, whatever. So she goes down there. I'm like, they need to figure this out. Oh, then they keep telling me that somebody else is coming in. Somebody else is coming in. Somebody else been coming in since 2:30. Here it is, 5 o'clock. I'm passing all these pills. Like I said, there's no CMT. And passing the pills, like, okay, what we gonna do? I did all my AccuChecks. I'm good. At the end of the day, I'm like, I'm gonna get the work done. It's not that many patients up there. It's cool. But on top of that, y'all just so unorganized. The fax machine don't work. No fax machine up here that work. No copy machine up here that work. You need something, you got to go to a whole nother floor to get it. I was pissed off to begin with because I was like calling around looking to see who do staffing in the building. Nobody knows. I called a DON. She don't pick up. Then they're like, "Oh, well, ask the administrator." Call the administrator. The administrator's like, "Oh, I don't know who's doing it." I'm like, "What do you want?" I literally said, "What do you expect me to do? I'm an agency nurse walking into your facility. I don't know who's here. I don't know what's going on. What do you expect me to do?" And the administrator of the whole building is telling me, "I don't know." Okay, that's when I should have left. Come up here, I get a report from the nurse because they said supposedly somebody coming, yada, yada, yada. And then once I get a report, then it's being told, "Oh, we have an admission." Okay, so I got an admission, no nurse, no CMT, no CNAs. At this point, we only had one CNA. Then another CNA came in. Great, cool. So right now, I've been doing my own thing. The other nurse that decided to go to the other floor, the third floor, the one that didn't come in until like 4, we was in the room with a patient because the patient, G2 pulled and then fell over. The oxygen was out. He just looked a hot mess. We was in there. That's when she got on the phone with the person who doing staffing, who was not here. You're doing remote staffing. And this person's like, "Oh, we need to go to the third floor." I was like, you know what? I'm going to let y'all go back and forth about it because I got on the phone with her like, "You really going to leave me up here with nobody up here?" She's like, "Well, a nurse is coming in. There's no nurse on 3. Okay, I just gave the girl the phone. Like, I just walked away. I said, "You know what? I'm going to let you finish what you're doing in here with this patient. Decide what you're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and work on my side of the floor because at this point, I just need to make sure I get my work done." So she leaves. She's like, "I got the keys." I'm like, "You can keep them keys for the other nurse that's coming behind you." "Oh, well, I'm going to the third floor." Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm done with it. So I go. Finally, I'm like, you know what? Let me just get these pills, do these AccuChecks on the other side where the other nurse is supposed to come. Just went ahead and did the AccuChecks. I said, let me at least get, because I don't want people up here, their sugars to be messed up. I am the only nurse up here. You know what? Let me just do my job. Forget it. It is what it is. So I started doing it, going to 2 feet of room who we left, who I said looked a hot mess. And I left her in there with him because at this point, you going to a different floor. I need to focus on my people so I'm not behind doing what I need to do. So I go in here. The man is looking the same exact way we left him. 2 feet, he laying straight back in the bed, feet up, because we was about to put him in the bed. And like I said, I walked away. He's in there looking the same way. She walked clean up out of that room as soon as I walked out. Oxygen not on, 2 feet not hooked up. The 2 feet is going off. And the man just laying in the bed. I'm like, okay, so you clearly just, okay, whatever. Then she comes back up and she's like, another nurse is coming, another nurse is coming. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it. I literally said, I don't want to talk about it no more. Gosh, okay. So yeah, I can't really talk, but I had sent somebody to the hospital, which wasn't too bad. It wasn't too crazy. Then I didn't have a login until like 9 something. Then I only passed pills to 3 people. Everything red now. So I go finish passing these pills. But I got some. All right, y'all. So I'm at a gig. First off, I got the wrong freaking name tag on. At least my name on. And it's for a whole nother business. But, I mean, they got my name on it. So it's good. And then also, I didn't get a login until like 8 something. But it hasn't been too bad so far. And they got a wound nurse. So right now I'm just getting on my temps. Y'all tell me why we gotta take the temps with a dang on armpit one. She was like, all the temperatures, like the thermometers we had, people were taking them. I'm like, put it on the med card and make it be counted as far as y'all narcs. Like make it part of the narc count. Whatever. So I've been going around shoving the dang on thing of people in the armpit and wiping it all the way down. So I'm gonna go ahead and just order me the forehead kind. You don't have to touch it, and I'm gonna have to just put it under my taxes, honey, because going to these different, like they don't even have hand sanitizer like available. I'm like, where is the hand sanitizer? Like, either have it on a cart or have it like around, readily available. But whatever. So far it's so good. My one of my homegirls that I went to nursing school with, we cool. She actually works here, so she just got for night shift, so I saw her. So that was cool to kiki. Okay, I'll be back. So yeah, we had this list of stuff for the patients, right? For any patients that their family is coming to see them or whatever, it's a list of the times and everything so they can get ready, they can get their butt downstairs, see their family. So this dude comes up, he's like, I just want to know who's the nurse? Are you the nurse? I just want to know why such and such, why people haven't been able to get up there on time and get presentable and this and the third. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Because all my people have been getting up there looking cool, they good. And he's like, I'm just asking about this person. And the A, I don't know nobody. The A's like, oh, well, she gets herself ready. So I'm like, dang, did anybody tell her she's supposed to get ready? Come to find out, it's like 9 o'clock. No, close to 9:30. And they're like, the paper says her appointment to see her family not until 10:30. So why are you coming up here barking about why people are not ready to the third and they're not supposed to be seen for a whole hour? Come to find out, the mom had came up here early. And that's what it is. So instead of being mad because the mom came up here early and coming to us like we're supposed to get these people up in this and the third, why don't you just be like, oh, her mom is up here now. Like, can we go ahead and get her ready now to go? But instead you're like, oh, this, I just want to know why this happened. I just want to know that. I don't fucking know. You tell me. Like, why is she here early? Like, the paper says 10:30. Like, I cannot stand people that be on a power struggle. Like, that be, let me show y'all can't see this shit. I just can't stand people that be like on a power trip. Like, what? That's so stupid to me. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And even the person wasn't presentable, wasn't ready, I told the aides. So you need to talk to them. Because at the end of the day, they're adults and they know they're supposed to get their people up, clean, looking good to go see their family. Like, that shouldn't be on me. I don't care what nobody say. But the lady was good. She's good. And her mom came in early. So get mad at the mom. Don't get mad at me. What's up, y'all? So I'm at work. And I'm using the bathroom. You can't tell. Okay, y'all. So I just got to a facility. I don't even know what freaking time it is. It's 4:30. I don't have a login. I don't have anything. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I've been moved from different floors to different floors. I'm gonna have to let y'all know what happened. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. I still don't have a login, but I have I don't have a login to get into the computer, but somebody else logged in for me, so I'm just looking at her stuff. And I told her, you know, I won't, you know, document that I gave anything, but I just needed to know so I can start passing pills, because I'm passing pills over here. And I'm a nurse, so I'm like, I gotta get started working. The DON calls me. She's like, they want you to go in and change the password, but I can't do it. So here's I'm like, lady, I don't know how to do it either. You need to call up there and figure that shit out. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I can't do it either. I'm just trying to freaking be the nurse. Like, I shouldn't have to do my own login and find my own password and call IT. Like, I'm not doing all that. It's not gonna happen. All right, y'all. So here it is, almost 8 o'clock. It's like 7:30, and I still have not got a login. The DON gave me her login to use just to get on there and start passing pills and doing my job, but I can't even sign anything off. So everything is red. Nothing has been done basically in the book or on the chart. Like, nothing has been done in the computer, but I've done everything. So I'm like, okay, are you gonna call me and give me the password? Like, I mean, my code to get in? She's like, oh, I have to wait for the email to get it. I'm like, it's almost 8 o'clock. Like, I'll leave at 11.